great. You're just in time to hear all about the worst day of my life. Now, when I say the worst day of my life, I could be overreacting. No. I'm not overreacting. Now, what happened on the worst day of my life, you say? Well, that's the day you-know-who sashayed right into our lives. But of course, the worst day of your life never starts out as the worst day of your life. Oh, no. They want to lull you into a false sense of security before they come crashing down. Moving on. So it all started with a phone call from Jonathan. He said he had some back-to-school shopping to do and wanted to know if I wanted to tag along. This day was getting better already. But when we got to the mall, that's when the trouble began. Unbeknownst to me, on the second floor, there was a kid with a big wad of bubble gum. Now, I don't know who this kid was, but I swear he had it out for me. I mean, as soon as I walked underneath, that gum fell right in my hair. After we went shopping, we had to make another trip to get my hair cut. I wasn't very happy about this. I liked my long hair. It was easy to deal with. I could just put it in some braids and just go on my way. Now, there's only one salon in the entire mall, and when we get there, it becomes very apparent that everybody in town needed a haircut today. Well, there's nothing I can do about this big wad of gum in my hair, so I go and make an appointment. They said it'll be about 2 hours. So, we take a seat. So about an hour in, Jonathan says that he's thirsty, and he's gonna go get a drink. He asked me if I want anything, and I said no. So he heads out to the vending machine. And who do you think he runs into when he's out there? Elena. So he goes up and introduces himself, and she says that she's new in town. And then he offers to show her around. So you know what that means. The three of us are gonna spend the rest of the day together. Oh boy. Of course, I'm unaware about any of this. I'm just sitting in the salon, patiently waiting to get this mass of pink, sticky stuff out of my hair. So when he gets back, I look up and I see them, and I just have this terrible feeling in the pit of my stomach, because I know what's gonna happen next. Actually, I should rephrase that. What had already begun to happen. I could see it in his eyes. He was gone. Woohoo! Jonathan. Nope. He's gone. Now, I did finally get my hair cut, and it came out pretty good. I mean, it was a lot shorter than I would have liked, but I didn't really have an option, so it worked. The hairdresser, Antoine, said it took years off my face, which made me kind of nervous because I was only 16. I should have stayed in the salon just a few seconds longer, because when I walked out, I saw... I couldn't believe it. I mean, they just met. We've known each other for 6 years. What is wrong with the world? So I excused myself to the bathroom. Not that anybody would have noticed I was gone. This day was turning into a complete disaster. So when I got back from the bathroom, I just decided to go home. Nobody seemed very upset about it. On the walk home, I started to ask myself why it bothered me so much to see them together. I think I already knew the answer. I just didn't want to admit it. But with her hanging around, I don't think I was going to be able to ignore it much longer. Ugh. happen? I'm breaking the #1 rule. You don't fall in love with your best friend. Ugh, I am in so much trouble. So when I got home, I thought I was going to have a moment to myself just so I could reflect on all the crap that happened today. But I was wrong. I was using this little method that Jonathan's mom showed me how to do when my mom knocked on the door. She said I had a phone call, and it was Jonathan. He wanted to tell me about the wonderful day he had with Elena. I was thinking, ugh, don't make me puke. But being that he is my best friend and I am completely in love with him, I sat and listened for almost an hour and a half. There is something seriously wrong with me. So after that enjoyable phone call, I decided I was just gonna go to bed, sleep it off, and start tomorrow fresh and see how it goes. I mean, tomorrow's gotta be better, right? It couldn't possibly get worse, could it?
But I can't believe you made me sit at home, cry